Okay, so if you've been scrolling on social media at all lately, you have definitely seen it. You know, that kind of weird looking speckled gel like drink that everyone seems to be sipping on? Yep, that's chia seed water. The claims about it are pretty huge. So, what's the real deal behind this viral trend? Let's get into it and separate the hype from the actual facts. You're probably sitting there wondering, is this stuff a miracle in a glass? Or is it just another trend that's going to disappear in a few months? Well, today we are going to cut right through all that noise. We're going to look at the claims, look at the science, and figure out what this drink is really all about. All right, so first things first, what exactly are we talking about here? It sounds fancy, but it's incredibly simple. The magic, though? Well, the magic is in the texture, and there's some cool science behind that. At its heart, chia seed water is just two things: whole chia seeds and water. That's it. When you let them soak, they get this unique gel-like coating around them. And why does that happen? Because these tiny seeds are absolutely packed with soluble fiber and a good-for-you plant-based omega-3 called ALA. So what's the secret to that gel? It's all about how much water these little guys can hold. Get this, they can soak up to 12 times their own weight in liquid. 12! That incredible superpower is what creates that thick texture and, not surprisingly, makes the drink feel so filling. And if we take a peek at the nutrition in just 2 tablespoons of seeds, you can see why they're so popular. Look at that fiber content, 10 to 11 grams. That's a huge part of the benefit right there. Plus, you get a decent hit of protein and those healthy omega-3s we mentioned. All right, let's get to the main event. What are the big claims you're seeing online, and what does the actual science have to say about them? This is where we sort out the facts from the fiction. Okay, so the biggest claim you'll see is that this is some kind of miracle for weight loss. The reality is a bit more grounded. That super high fiber content absolutely helps you feel fuller for longer, and when you feel full, you tend to eat less overall. So it's not magic, but it's definitely a useful tool for managing hunger. The word detox. It gets thrown around so much, but let's be real. Your body already has an amazing detox system built right in. It's called your liver and your kidneys. What chia water actually does is support that natural system by giving you great hydration and a ton of fiber to, keep things moving along regularly. And what about your heart? While some studies have shown that adding chia seeds to your diet might lead to some small, modest improvements in things like blood pressure. But the key word here is supportive. It can be a helpful part of a heart-healthy lifestyle, but it is absolutely 100% not a replacement for medical treatment or advice from your doctor. Okay, so maybe you're thinking, I'm curious, I want to try it. Great. But this next part is maybe the most important section of this whole explainer. Because making it the right way isn't just about getting a good texture, it's about being safe. Don't worry, it's super easy. You just need about 1 tablespoon of seeds in a big glass of water. Now, here's a crucial tip: stir it immediately. That'll stop it from clumping up. Then just let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes until you see that gel form. After that, you can add a squeeze of lemon or lime for flavor and just make sure to sip it slowly. I need to be crystal clear about this because it's a huge deal. You must soak the seeds before you drink them. Swallowing them dry and then drinking water is a serious choking hazard. They will expand in your esophagus, and that can cause a blockage. Always, always, always soak them first. So how much should you have? A good rule of thumb is to stick to 1 or 2 tablespoons of dry seeds per day. And hey, if you're not used to eating a lot of fiber, it's really important to start slow. Maybe try just half a tablespoon at first and see how your body feels. You can always work your way up. So even when you make it perfectly, it's generally safe, but there are a few potential side effects and things to watch out for, especially for certain people. Because it's so high in fiber, you might get a little gassy or bloated when you first start. That's totally normal when you suddenly ramp up your fiber intake. The fix is simple. Just start with a smaller amount and make sure you're drinking plenty of extra water throughout the day to help everything along. Now, if you're taking any medications, you need to pay attention here. Chia seeds can have a small effect on blood pressure and blood sugar, so you'll want to monitor your levels carefully. Also, because of those omega-3s, they could potentially interact with blood thinners.
As always, the best move is to have a quick chat with your doctor. And just a few other groups should be a little extra cautious. Like we said, if you have trouble swallowing, please talk to a doctor first. If you have IBS, introduce this stuff very slowly. Allergies are rare, but they are possible. And for kids, just make sure to use small portions that are fully hydrated to keep it safe. So, after digging into the claims, the science, and all the safety stuff, what's the final verdict on this whole chia seed water trend? Here's the bottom line. Chia seed water is a tool. A pretty helpful tool, but it's not a magic cure-all. What it really is, based on the evidence, is a fantastic and simple way to get more fiber into your diet, help with hydration, and keep you feeling full. So, if you only remember 3 things from this whole explainer, let it be these. 1. Safe preparation. Soaking the seeds is absolutely non-negotiable. 2. Its real power is as a simple boost for your fiber and hydration. And 3. It's not a detox drink, and it's not a miracle weight loss potion. So, in the end, is chia seed water a smart habit you should pick up, or is it just another passing fad? You know what? The choice is all yours. You've got the facts now, so you can make an informed decision that works for you, your body, and your health.